Good morning, everybody. We're traveling to Marbella and it's a sunny day. We're gonna go to the outlet, we're gonna go to the mall, we're gonna go grab some food, some groceries, and then we're gonna work. Actually, as of now, Laura is just behind the camera working, like not behind the camera working, but behind the camera, and she's working on her laptop. And today I'll share something with you that's a bit personal, but I think it's gonna be very valuable, so stick around.
Outlet! This is our tradition. Every time we go to Malaga, we go to the Malaga outlet.
All right, we're at the mall and the outlet. This is going to be a mixed experience as always, because I see a lot of things that I like, but I just don't like buying these. So we're probably gonna find plenty of things that we're not gonna buy, and I guess I'll show you a few. But first, I don't know where else to get this in Europe, so we're going to grab a single burger from a place that I have only seen here in this outlet. And it's closed. Okay, we'll come back in I don't know, half an hour or something and try to get some food then. For now, it's closed. Alright guys, while Laura is still at Calvin Klein, I have to go back to the car because I just feel so uncomfortable with the outfit. I didn't double check and I realized these shoes, they just really don't match the rest of my outfit, so I'm gonna change shoes and feel confident again, finally. So my policy for buying clothes is that I try to buy as little as possible. I just don't buy a lot. At least I try to, because first of all, my weight fluctuates. So whatever I bought last year, most of these things are already too big for my current body size. Secondly, I feel like whatever I buy is supposed to, if it's a thing that sticks around and doesn't doesn't get weird because of my body size, I want it to last forever as much as possible. So bags, for example, belts, shoes, these things, I try to really buy them once every few years and then buy really good ones so I can make sure that they last and they have like evergreen look in a way where I don't have to buy something because it's in trend this year, it's trendy, but I buy things actually that I like and I'll still like in a year or two or three, right? So I really like wearing a mix of like suit kind of style, but then also a little bit like alternative style. So for example, I have like suit pants, but then I have dogs, right? So Doc Martens. And I like this combination a lot. But I also like chic shoes. I just like with trainers or sporty shoes, many times I feel like they're too sporty and I don't look like classy and manly in a way, if that makes sense. And I feel like boots or chic shoes, they look much more like what a man could wear in the 50s, in the 30s, in the 90s, and at all times it would be, yeah, this looks good. Also, I'm so hungry. Carl, I need you. So we found a really good coat for Laura, a trench coat. However, the shoes are not. Yeah, I didn't film you. We'll show you in a few minutes because we're gonna go on a shoe hunt first. If we find the right shoes, we'll get that trench coat also, and I will show it to you in a few minutes. So, crossing my fingers, we'll find the right shoes. So first of all, we'll have the right shoes. Secondly, we'll be able to get the trench coat, and then obviously also, finally, we're going to show you the trench coat, which is, I think, perfect for Laura. And most importantly, right now, in the holy place, it is happening, it is real, it's becoming reality. Carl, we're reunited, finally. Also, you're leaving?
Yeah, I'm going to Taco Bell.
All right. Well, I guess
I'll meet you in the sun at the place there.
betrayed by the one person that I trusted. Yeah, meet you there. Not me waiting impatiently for Carl. Absolutely not impatient. Absolutely not waiting for it. I'm not on my toes. I'm not like super like in a rush wanting to eat it right away. I'm gonna be super cool, super chill. I'm gonna get it and then I'm gonna walk to Laura and then we're gonna meet up and then I'm gonna eat it there and I'm not gonna rush it because we have all the time, but I'm likely going to rush it still. Okay, but in all seriousness, I do like healthy food more than unhealthy food. But Carl's, I don't know, the vegetarian, almost vegan option, right? Because it's pretty much vegan except for like some minor things. Oh, it's just too good. All right, we just arrived at Starbucks and we're gonna take a break because I really want to get the smart glasses because I think they might be a good idea for filming and I've been thinking about them for the last few days. However, I'm not sure whether I'll actually use them or not. So right now we're gonna take a break at Starbucks and we're going to grab a coffee and watch a few videos to make sure we're actually going to use the glasses, because if not, they're a waste. Would be a pity. So let's see what the reviews say. All right, so going down the stairs, because Laura's got to do some business downstairs. That sounds shady. Import export, yeah. And we're going to get the glasses. However, the store didn't have them ready in store, so we're going to go to another place probably where we'll see if they have them in store. If they don't, we'll get them in Germany. It doesn't matter in the end. A few days earlier or later, sooner or later, it doesn't make a difference. But there's AI in it, so essentially you can look at something and say, Meta, what is this? And where can I buy it and what does it cost? Then the glasses tell you because they have speakers in them. And these speakers and the microphone and the camera, all of the technology in it, it seems to be really, really, really good. So excited for that, and we'll see. I might actually even switch this camera for that camera. Now, one thing is obviously that it films whatever I'm looking at. Another thing is also that I can literally just take it off and like point it towards my face like I'm holding the camera right now and then film myself. So this is also really interesting, and it might actually be the next better solution for filming, because frankly it's also a little bit weird to have the camera on me all day and like pull it out and film. I don't know. All right. Also, I owe you something. I owe you a personal insight that I told you I'll tell you about later. So let's wrap this up. We're gonna go to another store and then we're gonna drive to the next Airbnb. And there we'll sit down and talk, because I'm gonna tell you something. Right, so we're good for today in regards to the the outlet. So we're gonna go to downtown Malaga to get the Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses. And then we're gonna check in the Airbnb, and then it's story time. All right, guys, I'm not gonna lie. We've been held up by business things and other things, and now I have to end the vlog for today. But I promise I'll catch up with you tomorrow. I'll share with you what I wanted to share, and I'll show you the whole apartment that we're staying in, the Airbnb.
One of the best ones we've ever stayed in.
Let me give you a glimpse already, all right?
No.
Like this. Sneak peeking, yes. It's really good. It's really good. You're gonna love it. So see you tomorrow. All right, guys, here we are. It's the next day, second day I wanted to say for this video. So we're already working, and as you can see, can you see her? Laura somewhere here. Here's where she is, or just there. That's where she is. Well, we're all. I don't know if you could hear this, but she was singing. Can you go again?
Here I am, walking like a hurricane.
I was joking because it pains my ears. However, I guess that's it. No, that's what just happened. We're starting in the day with work. Got up 6 something and worked all the time until now, except for a short shower and a coffee break. And now it's 11 a.m. We're gonna work another hour, go to the city, and take you with, and then either in the car or later tonight, today I'll share with you what I wanted to share with you anyways. And I actually prepared already here my Remarkable. I prepared it so that we can sit down and talk. All right, so here we are working. All right, leaving off to the gym, the mall, and fixing the bike and so many things. I'll show you a few of them, but probably not all, because I'm doing so many things. It's just crazy what a full day this is going to be. Also, aren't they cute?
I'll stay at home working.
All right, see you later. All right, at the car wash now, and car washes are the same all over the world, aren't they? You just go to the cashier, you buy some kind of car wash, and then you put the car in the car wash, and then you either you put the what is it, the ticket, whatever you get, in front of some sort of scanner or into a machine, or plug the code or whatever, and then it starts washing the car. Isn't it the same everywhere? All right, whatever. So we're right now, today was a very, very interesting day because we're creating all the content and giving a lot of feedback and going back and forth, and things are so much harder than they look like. Usually when something looks very easy, it's typically not, but it takes a lot to make a hard thing look easy. So right now we're in a phase where it doesn't even look easy, where it doesn't it's just everything hard right now, right? So in several businesses we're expanding so fast and so rapidly and so much in such a short time. I literally can't catch up, and I have to do so many things because I am essentially right now forcing this. Now the reason why that's possible is because I am making sure that I'm not in the day-to-day. However, scaling these things takes my time here and there because I want to make sure these things happen the way I want them to happen. For example, with the consulting business, I decided to add another whole branch to it essentially, and that new branch is pretty much what you're looking at right now. It's the YouTube channel that you're looking at, the Instagram that comes with it, TikTok and whatever, and we're moving at a pace that outruns all the rest of the business. So we're really, really, really quick. The reason is because I really want to fail as fast as possible so I can learn how to do it better, and we're right now in the phase where we're failing a lot. So we got to learn, we got to move, we got to improve, we have feedback rounds, iteration, and it's me personally in this case because I'm literally, this is the inception phase, right, of that very thing. And then for another business, and that's really interesting, in this case I'm talking about the agency. Right now we've hired more people, new managers. We have built a whole new funnel as a team. And that's also something that I really like, is the interconnectedness of my businesses. So Clemens, who's the head of marketing in one of my businesses, is actually also building the funnel together with the team in the agency right now, which is worth so much because we can use the whole expertise that he has built to really move fast and implement a very high level action plan actually. And that is such a great situation to be in. However, it's also at the same time we're adding now this branch to the consulting business. Also, we've reworked all the values in all the businesses. Also, and that might be another thing, I decided, hey, I want to travel all of a sudden. So we're kind of just spontaneously in Spain right now. And we decided to drive even. So it took us several days. So it's coming all together in the same time right now. But I love this because everything was so standardized in the last half year or so. Everything was in place, right? Everybody knew what to do, everything happened. I got up, I got a few things, then I worked out, and like it was just like every day, right? And then I felt like, you know what? It's not good enough anymore. We got to change things up. And I love the chaos that comes with it and the adventure, and literally like being in the sun right now and talking to you reminds me of what it was many years ago when I did that before. And I did that in German actually, and now I'm doing this in English, and I think it's a step in the right direction because I feel like internationalizing right now is exactly what we want to do. Man, I'm stoked. I think you can tell I'm stoked, and I'm happy for the next steps. And well, I'll take you along so you know what's going to happen. Also, I still owe you that intimate, that personal, essentially, insight that I wanted to share. I'll take care of that later the day after all of the shopping, cleaning, fixing, and whatever I'm doing right now. Okay, it's finally done. It's finally done. One, the hair is cut and the beard. So what do you say? Does it look better or not? Frankly, I'm not even too sure, but I think it looks better, doesn't it? I'm not sure. Also, secondly, we got rid of the tire, like in a good way. The bike tire is in the bicycle repair shop right now, and he told me to come back tomorrow. Oh, I'm so looking forward to like riding my bike here, like in the hills and shit. It's just so good here. And now we're gonna go home, back to Laura and Princey, and then I think it's time to share something with you. Alright guys, it's the last few percent of the battery of the camera, so we really have to hurry. Now, I've got what I'm going to share with you here on my Remarkable, and now what it is essentially what led me to start vlogging again and sharing my life. And the reason why I quit is actually a personal one. Because as you may know, if you've been around a few years ago and saw me vlogging, you know I've been doing this a lot actually. But right now, I think it's about 5-ish years since I stopped. The reason for that was pretty much that, first of all, I kinda lost myself. So I gained a lot of weight. I was super stressed from business. Some business situations were pretty sticky, to be honest. It was a pretty shitty time, and I really didn't feel like being in front of the camera. And at the same time, I was recognized many times in the streets and public places where I then felt like I would rather be anonymous, you know? Like I don't want people to know me, to walk up to me and say hi. That's when I decided I don't want to continue vlogging. Now, here's the thing. I realized it's a good time to start again. And that has internal and external reasons. So let's get started, right? So here are the points. First of all, I discovered my personal values for myself. I rediscovered them. So I do this every few years, sometimes even every year, and sometimes even several times a year, depending on the situation I'm in. I search for my own values. I question the values that I have. I work on the values that I know that I have and order them and discover the current order essentially of these values, right? So sometimes adventure is a bit higher, sometimes security is a bit higher. And I rediscovered that certain values are really, really high all of a sudden again. And these values are, for example, that I realized I want to share what I know, what I can give. And I know that this is also the way that I thrive. So I realized when working with others one-on-one or through a camera, that's where I thrive. That's where my life becomes what I want it to be.
And I always encouraged him to do it again. Right?
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
So I realized I have to do it. I really have to do it. And there are so many bad feelings that are attached to that actually. So I'm afraid somebody's gonna recognize me and tell me like, oh, you're a failure because of this or that, because things happened in the past, right? I fucked up here and there. And maybe they say like, hey, you harmed me here or there or whatever. I don't know, right? So being in public, and everybody I talk to who's in public, they get shit all the time. And I was really afraid I love the coziness, the security of being behind the curtains, you know, like essentially not in public. So that's why everything I do, I have others in front of the camera, because I want it to be safe and secure. But that's not the right way. First of all, it's not my strength. My strength is rather in front of the camera, even if you might doubt that right now. I don't know. It's might be one or two people having a different opinion here, but that's at least what I believe. Also, I created a 10-year vision, and that 10-year vision, together with Laura, actually, included both of us being on social media, in public, essentially. So I decided to come back. Now, I also decided I wanted to internationalize it. I didn't want to go back to the German audience, because if you're German, don't take this personal, they're a bit stiff in a way, you know, where they take everything super seriously, and they're like, Germans are Germans, right? I don't know if this makes sense, right? So I love Germany. I'm born in Germany. I was raised in Germany. I live in Germany, and I really appreciate everything there. But also it has its downsides besides its upsides. And one of the downsides is that many people are like, there's a kind of envy culture. You cannot show when you're successful because others will comment on it negatively, right? For some reason, it's frowned upon to be successful and to know this and say this, even though you're not bragging or not doing it in an arrogant way, you're just stating facts, right? Or if you have a nice car. In other places, I've seen so many times that people have appreciated nice things that others have and cheered for them, essentially cheered for others. And that is something that I also feel like is more me, right? When I see someone in a nice car, I'm not like, oh, that guy has a nice car. I'm like, oh, sweet, that guy has a great car. I love to see him go past me with this car because this gives me a nice moment, right? And that, I feel, is in an international audience, that's much more likely to happen. Well,
I would actually love to know, because in Germany, like you said, like success and personal development and coaching and business coaching is like, most people find this weird. How is it in your country? Like, is it the same in your country? Because I feel like, or we feel like in the US, it's very different. But how about other countries? I don't know.
Okay. Also, I was afraid it was too boring, because I'm pretty much always at home working. I mean, obviously right now we're traveling, but when we're not traveling, which is pretty much most of the time, I'm always at home and always working. But first of all, that's going to change. And secondly, even if I'm at home and working,
you're not boring. You have so much to say.
Well, that's what she said. Well, I mean, what you said,
so
that's not what she said. You know, Jesus Christ, that went. Never mind. So, that's the situation. Now, you and I, we're both here. First of all, thank you for sticking around after this monologue. But then also, I'm really excited to make this happen together with you. So, if you stick around, I'm pretty confident this is going to get a very, very nice. Like, not nice is the wrong word. It's going to be a great vlog. We're going to improve over time with the capturing of the situations, the camera. I'm talking to people who I would like to hire to follow me around with a camera and like professionalize everything. Then the editing team and everybody involved, we're really growing right now and we're improving everything. So in a few episodes, give it 10 or 20, I think this is going to be a very like an example vlog channel, maybe even, where others will go and say, I want to have something like that, right? The way you would say, I want to have like short form content like Alex or Mosey or whatever. Like nowadays there are some people where you go like this, that's what I want. I'm pretty sure we're going to get there, that others want to have what we're doing. So stick around, follow the journey, follow the development. I would love to get your feedback on what to improve, how to do better. And right now we're running out of battery so much, and this monologue has gone far and beyond, so I gotta shut up. Thank you for that attention, because that's, I think, the currency of nowadays world. Everybody's hacking attention. I don't really want to hack your attention. I'm grateful you shared with me, and if you choose not to, that's perfectly fine also. And maybe you'll share it with me in the next one. So see you in the next one.